Last year, after falling under the pressure of monumentous expectations, the Jaguars are back with even bigger ones. They are the first ever team to be featured on Red Zone Hard Knocks. Jacksonville, Florida, the site of the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team that has yet to find playoff success despite having talent along the roster in tons of places. Last offseason, the Jaguars made tons of moves in the free agency and trading landscape, acquiring Marcus Peters and Kyle Fuller, two star cornerbacks, to go with their already star-studded secondary with Jalen Ramsey. The Jaguars plummeted to the bottom of their division, along with the Texans, finishing in bottom 10 in all defensive categories. After an offseason filled with such promise, their season ended at a 5-11 finish. And Jaguars fans are starting to wonder if this team will ever take the next step. Perfect timing for us as the first ever Red Zone Hard Knocks documentary travels to Jacksonville, Florida. And we're going to follow the Jaguars this season. With so much youth and talent, will the Jaguars finally take the leap?
I'm hearing the Jaguars have just completed a big trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is just in breaking news. The Jacksonville Jaguars have acquired tight end Austin Seferian-Jenkins. This is a big move for them going forward.
The Jaguars sent wide receiver Allen Hurns and a fourth-round pick to Tampa Bay for the big-bodied Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Ever since the departure of Julius Thomas, they've been searching for the next big weapon for Blake Bortles to go with Allen Robinson, and they may have found their guy in Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
Breaking news, the Jacksonville Jaguars have just agreed to terms with a contract with the former Denver Bronco Derek Wolfe.
And former linebacker defensive end Derek Wolfe heads to Jacksonville on a 2-year contract to rush the passer next to Dante Fowler, forming one of the better front sevens in all of football. The question is, will these moves actually pan out for them? What else did they do this offseason?
One team I'm expecting big things from tonight is the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's been a lot of buzz going around during their offseason. A lot of ways they could go in the first round. They could go safety, wide receiver, linebacker. I mean, they did sign wide receiver Willie Snead in free agency. I fully expect them to go defense here in the first round.
With the 10th pick in the 32nd Red Zone Rookie Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Lamell Tomlinson, wide receiver, Northwestern.
The Jaguars did very well in their third draft, adding Lamell Tomlinson atop the first round to replace Allen Hurns. They added a few other defensive players throughout the draft as well. They added Jamarius Rumph, safety from Louisville, and Dylan Thorpe, a defensive tackle, who will likely start for them. The Jaguars added 3 definite starters in this draft. And with all this free agency talent and the young talent in their secondary from last year, they're definitely poised for a bounce-back year. After covering the offseason, we found the Jaguars have done everything in their power they can to come back and prove that last year was just a fluke and that this team is ready to take the next step. So follow us all season long, as episode 2 will focus on weeks 1 and 2 of the Jaguars regular season recap. Thank you for watching Hard Knocks.